everybody. We are going to start our taco casserole lasagna here with some hamburger meat. This is 1 pound of hamburger meat. I buy the natural, no antibiotics ground beef, some sirloin. But you buy whatever you want to use. This might need a little bit of oil. Just a little bit. And I'm gonna break it up using my little Pampered Chef tool here that I love so much. Now if you have a larger family and you need more, just double the recipe. Now that the hamburger meat is almost completely all brown, we're gonna start adding in our onion, our garlic, and we're gonna add in our salt. Our pepper, and our comino. This is a good mix. Now we're going to add our red bell pepper. Now if you want to put green bell pepper, yellow bell pepper, that's fine. And you do what you like for your family. Remember, it's your kitchen. You change the recipes the way you like them. Right. We just want to get the onions to where they're translucent and a little soft. Now we are going to add the McCormick mild taco seasoning, the whole packet. Okay, now we are going to add our tomatoes, our diced tomatoes, petite diced tomatoes, and a can of Rotel tomatoes. Now the Rotel, you know, you can find them in mild and hot and regular. You pick what you like for your family or what your family will eat. If you have kids that will not tolerate the heat, just use the petite diced tomato with no peppers in it. Okay, we're going to let this cook down just a little bit. We're going to add in our corn. This is just a lot of layers of goody stuff. And look at all the colors, and that looks super good. And this is where you want to taste it. On the salt part of it, you know, the taco seasoning does have sodium. So if you want to wait to add salt until this point, I would recommend that. But I've done this before, so I know that it needs a little bit more salt for my liking. Now we're going to add just a little bit of broth. If you don't have broth, you can just add water. That's fine. Doesn't that just look yummy? We're going to let this cook down 10 minutes, and I will be back in a few minutes. Alrighty, it's been 10 minutes. I'm going to turn off the heat, and we're going to get this transferred over to the counter, and we're going to start assembling our little lasagna. Okay, that looked delicious already, just like that. Okay, let's get you transferred. All right, here we have what seems like a whole lot of stuff, but I have to cram this stuff up here to show you. I have some corn tortillas. You can use flour if you prefer. I have some refried beans, and then I have some toppings for later. Now we're going to get a casserole dish, a 9x13 casserole dish, and we are going to spray it with some nonstick spray. You can butter it if you like. Okay, and the first thing that we are going to do is we're going to add the tortillas. Now I like to cut my tortillas in half only because I like the coverage that it gives me when I lay them on the platter here. But if you want to put them in whole without cutting them, that's fine too. And there we go. That's the first layer of tortillas. Let me move this out of the way. Okay, and then we're going to take some refried beans, and I'm going to just dollop them around, and then I'll spread them out. This casserole is so tasty. And if you want to make this ahead of time, it works great, okay? And then you just take your little spatula Spread them around gently. Add more where you need to. Just try to get an even base, that's all. No, nothing fancy. Okay, and then we get our meat mixture, and we're gonna scoop about 2 to 3 of these servings. Make sure you get some of that broth in there. So I'm gonna put one here, and one there. And again, we're gonna spread it out. And this is still very hot, so, and now the cheeses. I like to use cheddar because that's just what I like. But you can pick whatever. You can put Monterey Jack, you can put mozzarella. I've even put Parmesan one time. Now you add as much as you want, what you think your family's gonna like. But it's about approximately 1 cup per layer. Okay, and I'm also gonna add some of this quesadilla cheese, asadero cheese, because I just love the flavor that it gives. Okay, now we repeat the layers. And I'm just doing 2 layers, so this is enough for the 2 layers. So I'm going to get everything out of here. Make sure we use it. Now if you didn't want to bake this today, you can just, after you do all your layers, make sure that your filling is cool completely before doing this. Assemble your casserole and then just pop some foil on it, pop it in the freezer, and you can use it for another day. Ready to go for weeknight meals. Pop it in the oven for about an hour, 350, and you're good to go for dinner. Okay, and then the last layer, I don't add any beans, I just add tortillas, which I'm gonna have to cut some more. Okay, last sprinkling of cheese. Now this is a large meal. If you really wanted to, you can make this into 2 small ones. So you can have some for way ahead of time, and they hold real well in the freezer. Okay, this is optional, guys. I like to add some serrano peppers just for look, and of course my family loves the spice. But that is totally up to you. If you have kiddos, like I said, leave all the spicy stuff out and they will be okay. It's going in the oven for an hour. It's gonna go in the oven anywhere between 35 minutes to 50 minutes. But you check it, it's up to you. Everything is cooked. We just need to melt everything and warm everything through, make it piping hot. Okay, I will be back when this is ready. Right out of the oven, guys. I turned it on the broiler after it had been in the oven for 30 minutes. I turned on the broiler just to give it a nice crunchy topping, that it'll brown the cheese real nice. I have to let this sit for at least 40 minutes or so just so we're able to cut it. We'll be back after this is done. Alrighty, the casserole is done. It's still hot, but I'm gonna cut it so that you can see what it looks like. It cuts better when it's a little cooler, but it'll do you wanna just get a little knife and just cut through the tortillas, basically is what you're cutting through. It's just like cutting a regular lasagna. And then you make the slices however, big you wanna serve your family. This would go great with a nice big salad. And then I'm gonna try to get a big old nice scoop out of here. Falls apart, it's okay, guys. Like I said, it cuts better when it's colder. And I like to top it with a little bit of sour cream or some crema. I put some cilantro and some spring onions, and there we go. Look at that, delicious. It smells so good. I'm gonna try to pick this up so you could see it. Like I said, it's still hot. Look at that. Yummy. Let's give this a taste. It's probably still very hot. Delicious, guys. Y'all need to give this a try. Very, very good. Okay, guys, that's going to conclude the video for today. If you enjoyed it and want to see more casserole dishes like this, give the video a thumbs up, guys. And any questions you may have, leave them in the comments below, and I will have the recipe written down for you at the bottom, along with any items I may have used. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to go visit us on Facebook at Virtual Kitchen with Laura, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will put the link right there. Okay, guys, talk to you later. Bye.